What up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Whew. I will tell you guys, it was nearly 3 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. But after 3 weeks ago, I just, starting the stream, I cross my fingers and hold my breath so that we don't drop any frames. Whew. Welcome, everyone, to another Roblox Studio Speed Build stream. I probably need to change the name of the series. I don't think Speed Build is accurate at this point, considering we take months to make each game. But yeah. So I'm going to do the annual link sharing. And then I've got a couple things to update you guys on. So, for those who watched today's earlier video, the Fall Guys one, you will know that my MacBook came in today. Like, you guys have no idea how stoked I am about it. Like, you really don't. I am so stoked that it is not even funny. This thing is an absolute beast. More on that later. And actually, what's going on with our TikTok goal? Like, what? Give me a second to figure that one out. It might lag the stream a little bit, just a heads up. I am just giving you guys that heads up, just in case it does. Oh, come on, don't do this. Sorry, guys, this is a little bit unprofessional, but... Wait, is it working now? Sort of, maybe. Yes, it is. Do-do-do-do. Alright. I can turn this off now. I apologize for not doing this sooner. I really should have. I didn't even think about it. And I apologize for that. But to the right, that needs to be like 330. Scratch that. 320. And the left needs to be 320 as well. How does that look? There we go. And then goal amount is now 150. So yeah, we hit I think it was last Sunday night. We officially hit 100 TikTok followers. So no, I'm not going to throw like a giant special for that, but I am going to thank all of you for that, for making it such a fun journey to TikTok to be able to do some of this stuff that I'm doing. It is absolutely incredible. So, because I had to fix that, I didn't actually get a chance to do a lot of the link sharing, so I apologize, but once again, give me 1 second, maybe 2, maybe 3, who knows at this point. But just give me a little bit of time to get our link out on Discord, and then if I need to, I'll take some time later on in the stream to put it out on Reddit, but I don't expect that I will need to. Um, so, um, here we go. Nope. Self-promo tab. Here we go. Hello, give me 1 second and I'll respond to you. Portuguese is a cool language to speak, I feel like. I know it's its own language. I've never heard it before. I mean, I do feel like... let me not say that. I totally lost track of what I was going to say there. I was supposed to go to Portugal a couple months ago, but, the international travel ban kind of took that opportunity away from me. It kind of looks like, Spanish in a way. I know it's different, but it kind of looks like Spanish. I mean, I know it's definitely different than Spanish, but it sort of looks like it. Do you want me to translate that? Here, give me 1 second and I'll plug that into Google Translate. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Here, I'm going over to Google Translate now. If I can actually type. Give me 1 second. I can't. There we go. I'm still getting used to the touchpad on this. So your first line says, I don't understand what you're talking about. Ooh, I closed the tab. And then the second message says, do not use toolbox. She may have virus. How do I explain what I'm doing? So basically, I'm making a game. This is supposed to be a game. It's a tycoon game, which is basically building from the ground up. I don't know exactly what the best way to describe tycoon would be. But I guess here, let me see if this helps. So, you see the game model there, and when I run the game, let's see. The tycoon sort of, I haven't put a save system in yet, but when I run the game, the tycoon basically deconstructs itself so that the player gets to build it back up from pretty much like the ground up. That's the point of a tycoon, if that makes sense. Um, oh crap. That's sort of the best way that I can explain it. I didn't really know what tycoons were until years ago. And then the definition of tycoons kind of went out of my head. Um, and hello, Casper. I don't think I ever officially said hi. So, hello. There we go. 3 more servers to share the link out in. Alright, skip over that one. YouTube promotion. Alliance of YouTube idiots. Self-promo. Alright. The link has been shared out into pretty much every Discord server I'm in, and my dad is calling me, so give me a second. Alright, guys, I am off the phone. Sorry about that. Um, there were a couple things. Some issues. I was having some issues with my new Mac earlier, so my dad wanted to check in and see if there was a software update that came out, and there was. Um, and B, our 15-and-a-half-year-old cat had a stroke last week and has been sick. So my dad just wanted to update me with how the cat is doing, and about some details regarding our robotics meeting tomorrow morning. Um, anyway, while I was on the phone, I also found another issue. Because I am no longer on my Dell, and I am back on... Not back. Because I'm no longer on the Dell and I'm on the Mac now, I don't have the list I had of what the floors were supposed to be. So now I absolutely do. I googled it, managed to find sort of the same list. A couple of them are in different orders, but you know, they will pretty much always be in different orders depending on the list. Like, this one had Apple third and Hawaii second. The other one had them swapped. Whatever it is, it's fine. So it looks like Hawaii is our next floor for today. Yep, YouTube, you can stop giving me the warning about audio. YouTube does not like it when I stop using audio. It just doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't. So the first step, like normal, is to duplicate the floor. That way, we've got a platform to be able to walk on, and we'll be able to hook up the ladder and stuff like that. So it is important that we do that. So floor 2 now gets, oh gosh. Oh, I don't know what went wrong with my computer graphics, but something clearly did. So they are going to be super wonky today. I apologize for that. It's gonna look really weird. Hopefully, it's fine when we're playing. I'm gonna play the game just to test, make sure that it's just in the editor and not in the when we're testing the game too. Because if it's while we're testing the game, then okay, nope, it's just in the editor. That's good. I mean, it's not good that it's happening, but it's good that if it's happening at all, it's happening just in the editor, so that when we go to test the game, we will actually know how our game is performing. Because that is a much, much bigger part of game making than you would think. You really want to make sure that everything in the game works the way it's supposed to. It's always been sort of my philosophy, not philosophy, but philosophy at the same time, that you want to play the game and you want to test the game as you go. You don't want it to be... Oh, what's the best way to say it? You don't want to be surprised when you develop the entire game and then something in the very beginning doesn't work. That, trust me from experience, that is the worst way that you can find out about a game not working. Is when you've gone all the way through, you've developed the entire thing, and then it doesn't work. Conveyor 3. And let's go into conveyor area. Let's go through here. Let's delete that. I will do the same thing down here for conveyor 2. Delete. So now that we've got these couple of things in, we now need basically the same system that we had before at, not at, the same buttons that we had before for the conveyor and some of the, like, floor and ladder buttons. Ooh, and my phone is really low battery. Give me a second while I grab a charger. Do-doom. Here we go. So, buttons are where we need to be. We need to be in the Buttons tab of Roblox Studio for this. Now, at some point, I will talk about things other than, you know, what we're doing. It's kind of fun to do that, in a way. Like, it gives me a chance to sort of get to know you guys, the viewers, a little bit better. And there will be some points where I'm just entirely so focused on the game and doing what I'm doing and narrating and stuff that I will honestly forget to talk. Like, I know that sounds really, really stupid, but it happens more than you would think. Like, I do it in videos sometimes, too. But I do it in live streams. I do it more than I should. But, you know, it happens sometimes. So, we've got the third floor button now in dependency, should be wall 6. Object is floor 3. Price is 2,000. And then that's all we need for that. Next, we need a buy ladder. And I'm going to do a thing. And I'm going to move that. And then we'll make that like 2,100. Da-dum. Nice. Dependency, floor 3. Object is ladder 2. And the price is 2,100. So, oh, what do I want to talk about? Ah, yes, topic to get onto. So, in terms of our 3 live streaming series, this is by far the easiest and by far the hardest to stream at the exact same time. And before you say, what? That makes no sense. Let me explain that. And whoever just subbed, thank you for subbing. The subscriber goal might not show it yet. But hopefully it'll show it, and hopefully that wasn't like a hoax. Worst case, if it's not showing it, I can refresh the cache of the page. Um, ooh, it is 98. Alright. Um, give me a second to finish typing this and I will refresh it so that it actually shows up. Um, we'll make that 2200. Oh, there it goes. We'll make that 2200 so that we can then make the Hawaii dropper be 2250 and then go up by like 250 there. Yeah, that works. I really forgot to make that 3. But as I was saying, this is both the easiest and the hardest game for me to live stream. It's the easiest because it is the least graphically intense of any of the games that I stream. It is also the hardest because it's making a game, not playing a game. So I have to narrate what I'm doing. Which is much harder than you would think, and times when we've got like one viewer, like now. I can sort of go off on talking about various different things, and you know, it'll be it, and the world will go on. But when you get into like the 6 and the 7s and the 8s in terms of viewers, you gotta really pay attention to what you're saying. You gotta make sure you stay on topic. And that is also a lot harder to do than you would think. I mean, you wouldn't think it would be that hard to narrate making a game. But also, mind you, this isn't a video. This is live. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. But this isn't a video. It's live. The dead space is dead space. You can't cut it out. So you've got to constantly make sure that, you know, you're talking about stuff. You're keeping the audience entertained. It's stuff like that that matters much more than it does in a video, because in a video, if you've got a dead spot, you can just cut it out. In a live stream like this, you can't really do that. Did I not have an upgrade value for Apple? No, I did not. Wait. Alright, we are going to upgrade value Apple. And we're going to make the upgrade value of Apple 15 and the upgrade value of Samsung 5. Now, I'm just going to go in and make sure that we've got this. So, that is a question I always hate answering. Because of the way that I do my live stream rotation, it goes this, then next week will be a Minecraft stream, the week after will be most likely an Among Us stream, and then it cycles back to this. So it takes like months to make a mediocre game. So this probably won't be out for another month or two, but I do have I can grab the link to my creator profile on Roblox so that you can see some of the other games I've made if you want. Let's see. Upgrade value Apple. There we go. Dropper script. Yeah, we can get rid of that. And then Samsung upgrader. Ah, see, I never went through and did this. So script dot parent dot parent dot parent dot upgrade value Samsung. Doo-doo. And let me save that while I think about it. Ooh, I don't know what the heck I just did there. That was really weird. But now that we've gotten the buttons synced up to get us to the 3rd floor, it is time that we actually make the droppers on the 3rd floor. So, rename. And this is where I need spelling. Huawei. Yeah. Generally on Roblox, people who add me, I friend back. Here, let me just send my creator thing in the chat. It's gonna be much easier for me to do that. Because I have to go there anyway, because I think I actually managed to forget to upload the logos. So, give me a minute. Command C. Command V. So that takes you to my creator page link. And from there, you should be able to friend me if I understand how Roblox works. And it is entirely possible that I don't. Just giving you that warning. This is pretty much like the only thing that I do in Roblox apart from stuff for like holiday specials. So, I am faced with a tough decision here. Let's see, Hawaii logo colors. Okay, the Hawaii logo is red, so this floor dropper theme is gonna be red. So dropper script, for here, Huawei. Nope, that's not gonna do any good. So the way I do the systems for my dropper systems in terms of brick color, brick value, and upgrader values is I use a variable system. Now, not that many people use a variable system. Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't really talked to many other Roblox creators, but variable systems are a great way to keep things organized. And I say that because ooh, I hit my mic there. Sorry for blasting a sound that probably shouldn't have been blasted there. But the variable system that I use, it really helps in terms of, like, we've got 3 droppers. It's not that bad to go back and edit them one by one, but there was a game we made a while ago that took over a year. It took over a year. I think I've said that so many times at this point. But it took over a year to make. And, oh gosh, how do I navigate macOS to do this? There we go. But that one had 16 droppers per floor. And I have to admit, it was a little much. But when you're doing that, you definitely want variables, because it would be awful, and it was 5 floors, so I don't feel like doing math in my head. That's 80. You don't want to sit there and edit things for 80 different droppers if you get something, like, a little bit off, if you get something, like, one off, or need to make a big, massive change. It's just not fun. Trust me, I speak from experience. Alright, that just seems to do that, so we'll do that. But yeah, it is really not fun to go through and edit, like, every single dropper. I've done it, I don't want to do it again. It's that bad. Oh boy. How far down did I have to go to get to that? Good grief. So, I'm going to make, gosh, can it get, like, to a lighter red to make that seeable? There we go. So now this just becomes that. Perfect. Awesome. So now we just do this. Bop. Rename to Hawaii Dropper 2. Duplicate. Rename to Hawaii Dropper 3. And now the only thing we need is the Hawaii upgrader. Da-da-da. So we can duplicate that, come up here with HUA with Hawaii upgrader. So part of my goal for this stream, if it doesn't take too long, is to essentially get through 2 floors. Now we're going to test each floor after we make it. But the goal is to get through 2 floors so that in the next episode of this series, we can do the final floor, do game passes, and then be done with this, and I can get into what I've wanted to do for a really long time with TikTok, which is to ask viewers what they want to see out of, what they want to see put in a game, and then put that into a game on live. I've always wanted to do that. It seems like it would be really fun to do. It would be really neat to see what people come up with. So I'm really looking forward to that. Here we go. Doo-doo. Alright, now over to this side. Nope, we can shut all those and now open this part up. It is entirely possible that we might be able to make all of the edits to this model that we need to make from right here. And yeah, that is possible. Alright, so now we've got the Hawaii dropper, the droppers, and the upgrader. So it is now time to put in some buttons for all of these things. So here's the button for the first apple dropper. So we're going to bring in the clackety clack clack HUAWAI dropper 1 2250, and from here it should just be a clean, easy, just duplicating and changing names. Hawaii dropper 1 2250. Here we go, by Hawaii dropper 2 at 2500. Didoom. Now dependency is HUAWEI dropper 1. And now when we click here, we should see the exact same thing. If you see anything but the exact same thing, it is generally a bad sign. It generally means that you messed up the spelling, either in one or both. And when you mess up the spelling, it can get very bad. You can confuse yourself, and the thing can get confused, and it can be an absolute mess to debug. And I need to edit that to be dropper 3. So, originally, I said we were going to play the game after each, let's see. Words are so good. There we go. Alright, dependency is now Hawaii dropper 2. Object is Hawaii dropper 3, and price is 2750. Now, what I originally said was that we were going to play through each floor at the end of it, but I think, we'll see how long it takes us to get the walls in here. But I think at this rate, we will be able to, I think at this point, we should be able to we should be able to get through the second floor that I want to get through today, and we can maybe, oh, I totally lost track. Right. I think we can get through that pretty fast, and then we can, like, play the entire game as our test, and if stuff goes wrong, then we'll deal with that. It'll be my own fault for not following my own method. Hawaii upgrader 3000. Dependency is now 3. Object is now Hawaii upgrader. And price is 3000. Now, let's see. We need the walls. So we can exit out of the buttons and go into walls 4, 5, and 6. So wall 4 now becomes wall 7, wall 5 now becomes wall 8, and wall 6 now becomes wall 9. Now, if anybody is confused as to why we're doing that, it's basically just sort of like a naming system so that we know exactly what wall we're dealing with at exactly what point. So, ooh, yeah, that was nice and pressurized. So, wall 7, wall 8, wall 9. Our Hawaii walls are in. Now we just need the buttons for the Hawaii walls. Then we're going to so we're going to hook up the Hawaii walls, then we're going to save, run, make sure everything is at least wired into the right spot. Hello. And then continue on building so that we can get through the other floor, which should be Xiaomi. Man, YouTube is behind today. Let me tell you that. Yup. Funny story, I hit 100 last week. I said something about it in my Discord server, and then 5 people unsubbed. So, we are where we are now. But as much as I want to be upset about that, I'm not. It happens. Yeah, the TikTok followers are going up like crazy. I'm excited about the TikTok followers going up. Oh gosh. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? There it goes. So I was going up at 2 a day on TikTok until I hit 100. Then I stopped. I have no idea why I stopped. But I stopped for a day, and then I kept going up, and it just... We're not going up at a consistent rate. Like, I've gotten 2 today, I got 0 yesterday, and I got 3 the day before. Like, we are so not going up at a consistent rate, but, you know, that's fine. I wanted to get to 100 so I could get some more analytics, and I had a couple of things that I wanted to do for 100. But I got there now, and I'm starting to implement those, and I'm just having fun with it at this point, which is really what matters. So, I mean, in the end, we'll get to 150 at some point, then we'll get to 200. This stuff will all go up, assuming TikTok doesn't get banned over here. But in the end, it is what it is. I can't make people follow me. The short answer there is creators can, I cannot yet. The long answer is that you have to be part of the TikTok Creator Fund, and you can't join that until you've gotten 10,000 followers. So yes, but actually no. Gosh, I keep getting tape stuck to my finger. I don't want tape stuck to my finger. Ah. I honestly can't say. I think I will eventually get there. I don't know how fast I'll get there. Like, I know eventually I will get there. I don't know how fast it'll be. I don't know how slow it'll be. For all I know, I could have a TikTok that goes absolutely viral and gets me like 1,000 followers overnight. that's never gonna happen. It'll get me a bunch of followers overnight, but probably not 1,000. The other thing that I've also read is that the TikTok Creator Fund sort of like cuts your views and stuff. So it'll be a real question of, is it worth joining? I think realistically looking at it, I've got a better shot at getting I think I've got a better shot of getting to YouTube monetization before I do TikTok monetization. The the stuff that I put on TikTok tends to be a little bit of everything, to be honest. It tends to be a little bit of everything. I've been getting some gameplay up there. I've been doing reviews of TV shows that I've seen. Like the other day, I watched, the first episode of Matt Smith's run as, the Doctor in Doctor Who, and I reviewed that. I've been reviewing, like, the Star Trek Discoveries as they come out, Mandalorian. I've been doing some gaming content. Recently there's been a bunch of stuff up there about my new computer. I don't actually know what gets me the most likes. I think it depends on... I think it depends on really what the sound and stuff is. I can tell you I've got one TikTok from back when iOS 14 came out. Here, I get this as part of analytics. So, let's see, content. Trending videos. Yeah, my last one, the most trending video is one about what the dots mean for iOS 14, and that has 4,932 views, 357 likes, and 131 comments, and 83 shares. That is my most popular one. I have never since then been able to duplicate the results of that, no matter how hard I try. I really wish I was able to duplicate the results of that, but unfortunately, I'm not. It would be great if every video just did that, but unfortunately, it doesn't. I really wish it did. Things would be much different if every single TikTok did that. But I've had a couple... I've also started covering, like, news and stuff, not politics or anything like that. Because I don't want to cover politics on either this channel or on the TikTok channel. It's just not on my list of things that I want to do. Because politics tends to be a very iffy subject, especially nowadays over here in the US. So the more I stay away from politics, the better. But stuff with, like, Jeopardy, because, after Alex Trebek After Alex Trebek unfortunately passed, I covered that. I covered Sean Connery's death. I covered Ken Jennings being the next Jeopardy host. I've covered a lot of like good news like that. And sometimes a lot of those have gotten a lot of views too. It really, really depends on the video. On the video and how TikTok is doing when that video goes up. Yeah. That is not how you spell fourth. But I was hoping to be at like 118 by now, but that clearly didn't help. That clearly didn't happen, is what I meant to say. It's not what I said, but it's what I meant to say. Here we go. Conveyor 4 is dependent on floor 4. Conveyor 4 and 3500. Alright. That stuff is in. So, now... No! Why did my thing go back? Xiaomi is the new floor. So, Xiaomi logo. Alright, and they are orange. Fantastic. Alrighty. Let me upload. Watch, that's gonna get taken down. There we go. Alright. Got that. Now, under purchases... Interesting. Ooh. Is the stream okay? It looks like it lagged out for a second there and I didn't see it. Those metrics are interesting to know. I didn't know they were like that high. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks to be fine now. YouTube just... The way YouTube metrics works, especially for live streams, they update by the minute. So if it starts at the beginning of 1 minute, it'll take another minute to go away. That's why I wasn't sure the... Gosh, I'm glad I didn't accidentally say 21 in terms of droppers. That would be a lot of droppers that I don't want to deal with. Xiaomi. Xiaomi. Do-do-do-do. That's that. Now we need an orange. Oh, that orange looks nice. Alright, get rid of the decal. Now, models, images, Xiaomi, and just stay right there. That is nice. Alright. We are totally speed running this floor. Hopefully, I'll have it done and tested by the time my dinner arrives, because I don't want to be late to dinner again, and I did not mean to do that. Dropper 2. Now, Control D. Three. Interesting. So hashtags increase your chance of being on the For You page, but you can still get on the For You page without hashtags. Good to know. Good to know. Now Xiaomi upgrader script gets oh shoot. I need to go back and fix that. Xiaomi.value. How do I forget the dot values? Good grief me. I should know better than that. Huh. So if I read that right, that means you get more likes when you don't use hashtags. If I read that right, and I could have read that totally wrong. It's entirely possible that I did read that absolutely wrong. But that's how I read that. I don't think I've ever been this rushed to finish a floor of a tycoon. Let's see, that's all we need there. And now, doom. Doom. That's good to know, because you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think that without hashtags, you get more likes. You would think it to be exactly the opposite. That is good to know. And I totally forgot to change this to Hawaii. Dot value. I really messed up these upgraders. There we go. That's fixed. Now we just need buttons in and then walls, and we'll be good. Alright. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Where's Hawaii Dropper 1? There it is. Xiaomi Dropper 1 comes in at $37.50. Interesting that custom has a higher watch time than dance. That's fascinating. Because TikTok dances were the things that kicked off the trend. I would expect the average time of dance videos to be higher than the average time of anything else, but I'm clearly wrong. Like, very clearly, I am wrong about that. I mean, metrics prove me wrong. You can't argue with metrics. Dropper 2. 4,000, excuse me. And now over here to Xiaomi. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Now over here to Xiaomi Dropper 3 at 42.50. And I don't think I changed. Yes I did. Wow, I outsmarted myself there. Well, not outsmarted, but 42.50. No, now to Upgrader. Like, I've also done a couple TikToks about, like, my hardware and stuff like that and reviews for it. Those have gotten some, those have gotten a couple of them have gotten pretty popular. Like, last week when I hit 100, I started to think about, you know, what was I gonna do when I became eligible for monetization? And I think the answer, would be that I'm going to save up to totally remaster this PC. And it is more likely that I will actually get a not high paying, but that I will get, like, a job before I get monetization for YouTube. But again, I'm not in it for YouTube monetization. I'm in it because I'm having fun. Let's see, wall 10. I don't know how to make someone a mod in the chat. I don't know if that's a YouTube thing or if it's just a simple thing as yes or no. But if somebody besides you comes in, sure. I guess that's a little bit of a challenge with a small channel is, you know, people sometimes don't come in, so it makes it hard to, like, mod. I think it's... Oh, yeah, there we go. I see the Add Moderator button. I've never had a moderator before. This will be interesting. Give me just a second to drag this down, and then I will click the button. The thing that I don't like is just the people that will literally like just come into your stream, sub, and then be like, "Give me mod." Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not just going to give somebody who shows up as, like, a mod. This will be interesting. I've never had a moderator before, so just don't screw it up. What do I need? Buttons, right. I need to do buttons. Upgrade walls, upgrade walls. What am I doing? Right, I need buy walls first. Duh. So, from a metrics, not metrics necessarily, but from a standpoint of the media creator who is trying to get their, who's trying to get their channel out there, playing Roblox games would be kind of redundant in a way. Like, like, when I went to create this event, I put the game under Roblox. So, regardless of if it's playing or building, this shows up under Roblox. If I was going to do playing Roblox games, it would show up under Roblox as well. So, from the creator standpoint, it's a wash between this and playing Roblox games because it's the same game. Like, Minecraft is a different game, so it'll appear to Minecraft players. And, like Among Us and Battlefront, or whatever games I would do with, for the Games with Friends series. Those all appeal to audiences who go searching for that game. Roblox, I just get more Roblox people, which isn't a bad thing. But just from the viewpoint of trying to get content out there, it's much nicer to sort of rotate through. And maybe if I have like a gap between games or something, maybe I'd do a playing series there. I've got no idea what I'm gonna do, but I do have a couple of Roblox things coming up in the Christmas special. So, well, Christmas specials, because, you know, one Christmas video is just not enough. I forget if it was 2 or 3 years ago, but there was 1 year that I did 12 Days of Christmas as a Christmas special, and oh my gosh, you could not pay me to do that again. That was the worst experience I've ever had doing YouTube. The problem with it wasn't even the content. The Christmas stuff was fine. The problem was, most games do their Christmas stuff in December. I was pre-recording it because December is like that 3-week block between Thanksgiving and winter break, and all of the teachers give so much homework and tests. So I was pre-recording it, and there wasn't enough Christmas stuff. I ended up repeating a couple. And I had just like a couple throwaway videos in there. It was just not enjoyable to make, therefore it wasn't enjoyable to watch, because if you don't enjoy making something, that's going to show through. It was just not fun. So ever since then, I've done a countdown till Christmas. That's 5 episodes and then Christmas Day. And those, while still sometimes a pain to make, it's 6 videos versus 13. It's much, much easier to make than like the 12 days of Christmas was. I've honestly got nothing against doing like a 12 days of Christmas thing. I just need to be out of school, and I just need to be out of school so that I actually have time to do it. Because it is rough to do it when you're in school. There's just no time. That's the only thing, is just like some of it was really fun. And there have been some things from that I keep, like, you know, my dad and I don't really build gingerbread houses anymore. Mostly because we just don't have the time. Due to like robotics and stuff, and it's normally prime robotics season 2. This year with COVID, it's not. But yeah, like the Christmas cookies time lapse, it stays, and especially this year, since I'm going to be away when all this starts, I need like all of the stuff like by December 12th or something. I need it really early this year. And like, I've got the plan. Like, I've got like a Christmas obby for a gameplay, not gameplay, for Roblox. Then Christmas cookies time lapse. Then a Christmas mod for Minecraft. A Minecraft Christmas map. Another Minecraft mod review. And then for the Christmas Day special, it's gonna be like just like every other holiday special, like Halloween and where it's like Halloween and Thanksgiving. I've got like a tycoon and a texture pack and a presentation on what Christmas is. But yeah. So like I need all of those recorded within like 3 weeks pretty much. Which, you know, isn't exactly the best thing in the world, but I can probably manage it. I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to manage all of it, but, you know, we'll find out soon enough. In the end, I just need the stuff recorded. Because the upside to having an incredibly powerful laptop that's also an Ultrabook and barely weighs like 5 pounds. Well, it might weigh more than that. I don't know how much it weighs. I'll have to Google that later. But it barely weighs anything. It's going to be super easy to use on the plane. Also, it doesn't have fans, so there's no noise whatsoever. I can just take this to wherever I'm going, and I can just edit the stuff there. Like, I leave the 17th, and by the time that I get, not by the time I get back, like, I'll land fairly late at night because I've got school that day. But by the time I land, I'll have like 2 days to be able to like render stuff while I'm on vacation, and then from there, I'll have a couple days while I'm home too. Like, it's really just finding the time to film stuff. And I'm really hoping that I can keep my schoolwork under control this next week, because school starts back up on Wednesday. I'm hoping I can keep my schoolwork under control, and that by the time next Sunday rolls around, like, everything is done and I can just kind of record these, because it'll be December at that point. And most Christmas stuff will be out. But, and I should have, like, Christmas cookie time lapses within the next couple of weeks. Because my dad and I are gonna try and do those before we leave. There's still question over whether we'll go or not, depending on virus and stuff like that. But, I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of question over whether we'll go, because it might mean missing Christmas, because our COVID tests might not be back. So, it's honestly a question of, is my family cool with that? Or do they want us here Christmas Day, in which case we won't go? We need to fix that, but it's fixable. Oh. I messed up. Alright, we need to stop and then restart. We might not actually get to the top part of, we might not actually get to the top part of the tycoon. Locked. Anchored. Locked. Anchored. Save. Let's try this again. Like, whenever I travel, content from traveling goes on to TikTok. Like, I try and post pretty much everything I can on TikTok, because I've read articles, and those articles say it's not about getting a consistent posting schedule. It's about how much you post. So, like, I can get 3 to 4 TikToks per day up onto TikTok for people to see, and that's part of the reason I've gotten so many followers. Is I get a lot up per day. Like, I'm gonna start doing a Minecraft texture pack. I had one of my TikTok followers actually came up with the idea because I couldn't think of it. But it's like a scribble pack. So basically, everything is sort of going to be scribbly. I'll see how I do that. And he also came up with the idea of having a pack where my TikTok followers design each block. Now that is going to be harder, because not only do I need a lot more followers and a lot more active followers for that, I need a way to actually get the textures. So that would be like set up an email address. or something like that, or find like a good image sharing program and set that up, or something like that. Because it is much harder than you would think to get drawings from followers. There's no good system to do it. Can you send me the title of the video? Because whenever I click that link, it crashes YouTube. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. That's going to studioyoutube.com. If I go to www.youtube.com, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind, I got it. You don't need to send me the title. I got it. I will take a look at that later. That seems like it could be fairly interesting. Ooh, that cash is piling up. Do-doom, do-doom. Do-doom. So, I've probably got to go in a minute as well, so do not feel bad at all. Hello. Yeah, dinner just arrived, so unfortunately I have to end the stream. I know a couple viewers just got here. But I unfortunately have to end the stream because I have to go eat dinner. Yeah, I hope I get to 100 soon as well. What are you even saying? Is that please Roblox? I'm confused. No problem. Thank you guys for stopping by. I try and stream weekly 5 p.m. Eastern time over here in the US. If you're confused as to what time that is in any other time zone, there are converters online. I would type one in the chat, but yeah, please don't beg for Robux because I don't have any to give. I've only got 89. But but there are time converters online. I've got to go eat dinner. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye.